3-1 count, getting the strikeout.
Jacob Lewis up there now from the right side of the catcher, and that's going to be a call strike. 2 outs. McElwain struck out. Then Grant Noble struck out. That brings up Jacob Lewis, a catcher, with Kiefer Baxter on deck for South Warren. No score here in the first inning. Here's the wind in the pitch and pulls it down towards short. And there's Trame to field. Trame fires over the infield, that good arm, and throws him out. So he grounds out to Trame, the shortstop, 6-3 for the third out. 1-2-3 inning for Jake Omer and Scott. And South Warren goes down 1-2-3. As we head to the second inning, no score. Scott and South Warren here on the KHSAA TV, Rawlings KHSAA State Baseball Tournament.
Chad opens the barn.
If there's people listening from out of state, when they hear us talk about E-Town, it's Elizabethtown. But in Kentucky, it's E-Town,
It's E-Town,
right?
That's right. Great program. So Noah back gets that infield hit it down to third, and they credit him with a base hit. That brings up now Andrew Trame, the shortstop, son of the head coach Jeff Trame, with Jake Omer, the pitcher, a dangerous hitter, on deck for Scott. And, Coach, they lead 2-0 here, batting in the top half of this fifth inning.
Well, I think you're going to see some kind of action on the bases here, and you might see a hit and run, you might see a attempted steal, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Chirac wide, here goes the runner. Ball hit towards second, and that'll be a base hit. And going around second to third is the base runner back, and that'll be a base hit. What great hitting there by Trame. He knew the second baseman was cutting toward the bag with a stolen base attempt and just lofted it toward the second base side. And, Coach, that's a little easy flare to the second baseman typically, but it goes as a base hit.
Yeah, I think it was a hit and run play there, and it was well executed. You want to try to hit that ball on the right side if you can, and Trame did an excellent job executing.
So Trame's at first, and you can bet he's going to be off and running. There's only 1 out, although Jake Omer is a great hitter. Got 2 hits in their opening round win, couple of RBIs, hitting .342 coming in. He did strike out against Chirac in the third.
A lot of people can say that, can't they?
He's got 8 of them, so 8 of them can say that. Well, probably less than that. A few of them have multiple strikeouts. 1 out, runners first and third for Scott. As back's at third, Trame's at first, and here's the pitch to Omer. Chirac reached back a little bit, going down delayed still as Trame, he goes in standing up. No throw. So runners at second and third now.
Well, just another example of how the Scott team executes, and they're very fundamentally sound, no question about it.
So Trame's Scott leading 3-0, batting here with the leadoff single here in the 7th inning off the bat of Noah back.
Like we said earlier, you're going to see something going on the bases here with the man on first base and nobody out. Might be a hit and run, it might be a bunt, it might be a steal.
Cam Chirac, and that's foul. Good rip there by Trame. Ripped that one, got a good cut at that one back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike.
That's one of the best hacks I've seen tonight. He really
that was what they call a full cut, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was on that pitch. He just missed it, and when they foul him back to the screen like that with that kind of velocity, you know that he just missed it.
No balls, 1 strike to Trame with Jake Omer on deck with back out at first. He singled underneath the first baseman's glove, Kirtley. 0-1 pitch coming from Chirac. Runner off and going. Catcher's going to fire. Good throw down to second, and he's safe.
That was very close. He just got that hand in there right under the tag.
That was a great throw by the catcher, Lewis.
Very good throw.
He threw that right on the money. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trame at the dish now with a runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th with Scott leading 3-0 over South Warren. Stay tuned after this one. We'll have West Jessamine as they will battle Elizabethtown. Here's the 1-1 and lofted toward the right side. Hit well. Right fielder going back. Trame got all of it, and it's going to be up against the wall. And here comes back around third. Coach Trame's going to send him, and Andrew is going to head to third. He's going to go in sliding with a triple and a run in. It's 4-0, Scott. His back comes in to score. Well, I tell you what, when I left the bat of Andrew Trame, I had no idea it had that much smoke on it.
Well, he put a really good stroke on the ball. We talked about that good swing he had earlier in the count, and that time he connected, and that ball really carried. Had good backspin on it and just kept going and going and stretched that into a triple fairly easily.
Andrew Trame with an RBI triple off of Cam Chirac, the Division I signee, pitcher for – it's 4-0 now. Scott on top, and that brings up Jake Omer, the pitcher for Scott with Andrew Trame down at third. Nobody out, Coach. Back gets the lead at first, being held on there by Merida. And that ball's hit out toward right. Base hit off the bat of Trame as he hits it between first and second. Coming around back to third. He runs well. He'll go in standing up. And Scott something going here. Runners at first and third as Trame singles to right field.
Well, that was a classic execution of the hit and run right there with Trame getting a good pitch to handle on the outside part of the plate and driving it in the hole between first base and second base, with back advancing to third base. Just,
back runs well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Just classic hit and run execution there.
Jake Omer up there, the second baseman who came in last night, pitched a well of a ball game as he shot. Team that's punched their ticket for Thomas Highlands, Coach. 5-2 win over Greenup. Waiting to see if it's going to be Wes Jessamine or Scott in this one. 3 balls, 1 strike to Greer from C. Checks in the line and the pitch, and ball hit towards short. Trame charges. Andrew sets, throws, and on a bang play.
Blast over the outfielder's heads.
2 outs. Here's the pitch to Lane. He hits down toward Trame, and maybe they'll get out of the inning now. And Trame throws, and they get a good runner there. Lane, 6.
Pinch hitting, yeah.
Pinch hitting, excuse me. Pinch hitting, thank you. And ball hit down towards short. Fielded there by Trame. He's going to throw and just get him out on a good dig over there by man for 1 out.
Even with the bobble in the deep 6 hole, Trame still has enough arm strength to get a good runner out at first base.
And that was Smith, you said, batting, right?
Yes. Johnson, right?
For senior. Pete Johnson's a senior.
Yeah, okay.
So Pete Johnson grounds out the senior. What a play by Andrew Trame at short.
Showed some serious arm strength on that play.
1 out, and Langston Scott batting here. Back is out at second. Trame at the plate, and he hits one over short. Base hit. Let's see if they bring him, and Coach Trame is going to hold up back as the throw comes in and cut off there by Trey Merida. And Merida will run Trame back to first. But, boy, a nice sharp hit by Trame up the middle. Runners at first and third now, and just 1 out. Second hit of the ball game for Andrew Trame, Coach.
He's a good player. I like him.
I'd say Trame and Omer could be named to this all-tournament team, wouldn't you, Coach?
I would think so. They get my votes because both of them are really good players.
2 out, shortstop number 2, Austin Turner. Leading off bottom of the 7th for Knott County Central, left fielder number 8, Luke Jacobs. With 1 out, right fielder number 11, Weston Patrick. With 2 outs, first baseman number 23, Caleb Crouch. Ladies and gentlemen, your final score, Scott 4, Knott County Central 1. Scott moves on to the quarterfinal action Thursday, June 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. They will take on the Spartans of South Warren High School. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your attendance tonight. Have a safe trip home.